IATA, the global airline body, says international traffic, as it's known, plunged 86% in January, 86% compared to before the pandemic. That's not to say there isn't pent-up demand. You and I have talked about this many times. There was a surge in bookings between the UK and the UAE late last year after the countries opened up a travel corridor. That was before the variants were reported and corridors were closed down again. It's something the Emiratis are keen to capitalise on. Abu Dhabi setting the goal of becoming 100% certified safe destination. Mohamed Al Mubarak is the chair of Abu Dhabi's Department of Culture and Tourism. The chairman joins me now. Chairman, the idea, we know there's pent-up demand and the evidence has been there, but I wonder the reality of trying to open up in very difficult circumstances when, after all, we saw what happened in Dubai just at Christmas.
I mean, you're absolutely right, Mr. Quest. The fact of the matter is people want to travel again. There's pent-up demand for that. We just need to make sure that basically it's in the safest manner. Here in Abu Dhabi, from day one, we took the safety measures extremely seriously, not just for the tourists coming in, but also for the residents here in the UAE. We made sure that all our tourism sites, whether it's hospitality or entertainment or our cultural sites, are really at the highest levels of safety measures. So we created a program called the Go Safe program, which basically means rigorous testing for all staff members at least once a week, making all the safety measures within the assets themselves, from cleansing, from touchless, from pay mechanisms, to be very easy, but at the same time safe. Now, moving forward to the next stage of this is how do we make sure that the tourists flying in from all over the world are safe and have the experiences of a normal world, which we've expected in the past. And we've taken that extremely seriously. At the moment, more than 80% of the staff that is working within the tourism sector has been vaccinated. More than close to 100% of our staff on our national airline has been vaccinated. This is just one step closer to the normal tourism world.
Right. Now, with that in mind, are you in favour, and this is the big issue in travel and tourism today, are you in favour of vaccine passports? Or do you see that as vaccination and testing as being a way forward?
I mean, you have to get the best of both worlds. I mean, the fact of the matter is like I said, the whole world is working right now on how we can come back to normal. And when it comes back to normal, of course, travel is a major component. We've been working from day one with IATA. Our national carrier has been working with them from day one and making sure what are the guidelines of these vaccine passports and how do we make sure that people have choice. As far as I'm concerned, it's all going to be about how easy it is for travelers. And I think the vaccine passports are just going to be a sort of checklist of what are the needs and the expectations from each airport from around the world. It does not mean if you're not vaccinated, you won't, places won't basically have you come in, but you might just have more rigorous guidelines, i.e. more testing and maybe some sort of quarantine from the destination you're reaching to.
Okay, now, interesting, the UAE, if we look at these numbers, the UAE, you're sort of just behind your new diplomatic partner, Israel, in terms of the vaccine doses per 100 people, with 6. I mean, the two, Israel, particularly UAE, you are a long way ahead of the rest of the world, UK, US and Chile. Now, that is a good thing for your people and your citizens and your hospitality industry. But the risk element of opening up, and I'm wondering, do you see any opportunity of vaccination holidays?
When you mean vaccinated holidays, you mean people coming in and being vaccinated while they're in Abu Dhabi or in the other Emirates? Is that your question, Mr. Quest?
Yes, it is, because we were just hearing from Cuba how they are looking forward to doing something similar. But I'm just wondering, as countries move forward in this regard, everybody's looking for the key that opens up travel. And I wonder whether that is a potential, or maybe not.
I mean, you have to look at the science. I mean, the science of the matter is that every single city or every single country is looking for the 70 to 75% threshold in vaccinating its populace. I think once countries reach that sort of comfort level, I think the opening up to others will basically be a much more simpler matter.
And as you open up, when do you think you will get back to anything like you were, which of course is one of the world's leading tourist destinations?
You know, I think it's, I mean, my humble opinion is that probably you'll start seeing hints of that towards the end of the summer, and to really start seeing close to normalcy probably towards the end of the year.
Have you with us, sir. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you for staying up late. It's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning there. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, HBO Max makes it easy.
Thank you, sir. HBO Max. That'll keep you entertained. Part of same company, all part of AT&T. Thank you, sir.